Hey, what's up guys, it's Langer. By the time you watch this video, either the servers are in maintenance for the new update or the new update is live. So I am on the T1 Troll account on the Taiwan server. I want to go over how to speedrun your way if you're free to play on this new update. And I say speedrun, but I mean how you slow run this new update. So when you log into the game, you're going to notice three different things. First of all, your turf is customizable, so that's why my buildings are all cramped together. I think I will still keep it a little bit that way, but I will probably move those things around. Another thing that's going to be in is going to be the synthesis aisle, which I'm going to do a separate video on that, but I want to start from scratch to give you a little guide on to how to complete it the first time. The rewards are not really worth the time, but they're nice. Nice minigame to kill the time. If you're a trap, you could basically do that and wait for someone to rally you. Get at least a little bit of speed up with each of those quests. But the main thing, we're gonna talk about the mana update. So obviously everyone wants to get their troops attribute up. We're talking about all the way up to 12% on each troop type. In order to get that, guys, you need to get your mana chamber to level 1. So first of all, once you get into the game, you're going to need to do there's going to be new cutscenes. I think you're going to need to do 2 skirmishes to unlock this. So basically, you need to have the skirmish 8 unlocked. They've redone the whole thing with those skirmishes and chapters. If you have a new account, or if you want to start a new account, you can use my code Langer69. But basically, for older accounts, you're just gonna need to do the last chapter, chapter 9, and there's 2 skirmishes. You should not have any issues clearing those out. And then you're gonna have the mana chamber as well as the mana load. The first thing you want to do, guys, when you clear those skirmishes, you're gonna get some mana ore. Can I show you? Not here. You're gonna see. Okay, you're gonna see mana ore. Yeah, there's requirement. Okay, you're gonna get items like these. My suggestion for you guys is to use them and go to your academy in the Mana Awakening and do level 1 of the first one until you get to Mana Crystal Boon. Now the second level of Mana Crystal Boon, you will need the Academy upgraded to 1 mana. So I don't know how we're gonna call that, Mana level 1, which, if you know anything about the update, is gonna take a long time to get this free to play. But the good thing about this is getting this to level 1 will give you 1 more mana crystal refinement bonus plus 1. So I'll go through the how this works. But basically, this is gonna cost you a little bit of tomes and a little bit of mana ore. So I suggest that you use the item to get the first few levels, because this is important. It might not seem important, but for free to play, this is gonna be important. All right, how does that work also? So basically, to get, we saw that you need to get the next update here to upgrade that research. You need Academy 1. How do you get Academy 1? You upgrade it. Oh, there we go. To get to Academy 1, you need to upgrade 5 times, and it's gonna cost you 139 crystal. And as you can see, I got 56 at the moment. The update has been on for 2 days now on the Taiwan server. But not only that, you need to upgrade all the other buildings first. So that's gonna start with the castle. Castle is 242. And the mana crystal, how can you get mana crystal? Basically, oh crap. Let's click on this. All right, basically, how to get mana crystal, click on this, and it brings you to the mana load, mana refinement. You can do 5 per day. It doesn't show here, but it's 5 per day. and you can get between 1 and 3, 1 and 4 mana crystal every time you refine. It costs you 5,000 mana ore, and then these, well, for 5, and then 50,000 of each resources. I think it's between 1 and 3, the random amount. Random quantity of mana crystal will be produced during each refinement. It doesn't say, but I think it's between 1 and 3 at the first level. Not the first level, but the basic level. So if you do that research, then your random goes from 2 to 4. It's big, because if you get all minimum without the research, you're gonna get 5 mana crystal. This is so low, guys. But if you get the upgrade to that level 1 research, then you can get up to 2 per random ones. So that's at least 10 mana crystal. On the last reset 3 hours ago, I got 12 for my daily. That's not a lot. Right now, aside from getting the mana refinement, the other way we know for sure we can get mana crystal is through the guild expedition. I suggest that you guys don't spend your Pioneer Rock yet, because after the update you're gonna get this in the Pioneer Rock shop. You can buy up to 120 per rotation, so that's 300 Pioneer Rock. I know some people are going to be, oh, but I'm buying the Arcade Tome and I'm buying the Flower Maiden. So one thing that I'm thinking I'm going to do, since I'm so close to getting this to purple on the Taiwan server, I will get the last few medals, but then I'm going to keep it at purple and just go and straight up buy the mana crystal. Maybe some tomes. I'll mix it up a little bit, but right now this is the 2 ways we can get mana crystal. I'm sure there are going to be other ways, like KVK rewards, like Chaos Arena shop. Probably going to be other ways, but for the moment, that's all we know for sure. Because if you're getting between 10 and 15 every day, it's going to take you about 2 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks to get the first upgrade. And you need to do it 5 times. So basically, it would take between 10 and 15 weeks to get your castle to level 1. Now, the castle costs a lot of mana crystal. The other buildings don't cost as many, but you need to do them all to level 1. The quarry is only 6 times 5, so that's 30. The lumber mill is going to be the same thing. The mines is going to be the same thing, 6. I guess the farm should also be the same thing at 6. Now, next up, you need to do the workshop. Workshop's gonna be, oh wow, 127. Okay, so that's about half the castle. So once again, times 5. You're gonna need to do the infirmary, which is 88. The barracks, which is 78. Manor will be 44. Okay, that's not too bad. You're gonna need to do I've said the workshop. What else here? The Mystic Spire. Sadly, we need to do the Ephemeral too. 22. The Monster Old also has to be done with really no nothing, no upgrade aside from might. This one costs 50. You need to do the springs also, which just do one of them. 15 on this one. And the gym, some people like me on my main account, I don't need gyms anymore. It sucks because I'm gonna have to build one just to get the upgrade. This one is 24. Once again, times 5. You also need to do the trading post, which is 95. That's a lot. Times 5. Embassy, which is 142. Oh, that's expensive. Once again, times 5. Battle all. This one's going to be interesting, though, because it provides some max coalition army. This one is 50. Once again, times 5, so 250. So I don't know if anyone is keeping track of everything, but that's a lot. That is a lot. The wall also, we need to do the wall, which is 224. It's almost as much as the castle. And lastly, the academy, which is 139. times 5. After you've put the academy to level 1 mana, you're not done. You still need 2 more building. You need to do the mana load also, which is 29 per upgrades. Once again, times 5. And lastly, and this is where it's gonna hurt, guys. The mana chamber, you need to upgrade this one to level 1 just to be able to get your first mana charge, basically. And to get each upgrade, it's gonna be 817 mana crystal. All right, we've gone over all the buildings. Let's see how many total do you need. Let's bring up this chart that I put together. Basically, you need, remember, you need some crystals, mana crystals for each upgrade, and you need to do 5 upgrades. So the castle is 242. So for 1 mana level, you need 1,210. If you tally up all the buildings, it's 12,500 mana crystal that you need just to get to level 1 building. Remember, there are 5 levels. Right now, the only things that we know is we can get some from daily refinement, which I'm getting, let's say on average, 15 per day. And the Pioneer Shop, which is 120 every 3 weeks. So that average at 5.7 per day, close to 6 per day. At this pace, if those are the only ways to get mana crystal, it's going to take 600 days to unlock mana charge. And that's just for level 1. So basically 1.65 years to unlock mana charge. I am pretty sure there's going to be other ways to get mana crystal. I would be very surprised if that's the only way. Obviously, if you're pay to play, you can just buy them. But if you are free to play, right now, those are the only guaranteed way. Daily refinement and Pioneer Shop. There's going to be more ways. So I don't think it's going to take a year and a half. I don't think it's going to take 600 days to unlock mana charge. But it's going to take a long time. It's not going to be fast, guys. It's not going to be something you're going to do in 3 weeks and 4 months, in 6 months. It's gonna take it's probably gonna take at least a year. We're gonna see how other ways we can get. There's probably gonna be daily login rewards, but right now this is the timeline. And as far as how this works, remember this is the basic attribute. This is not 0.4% attack, 0.4% HP, 0.4% defense. This is the whole thing. So basically, if your troops, basically the way I look at this on the T1 troll account, remember the stats are super awful. But basically, right now, let's say I have 150 infantry attack. And we add in the army attack of 32%. Oh, this is so bad, guys. So basically, my total attack here is about like 190. If you add in 12%, it's not going to be 202. It's going to be 190 times basically 112%. So it's a multiplier of your total stats, of your attack stats, defense stats, HP stats. Basically, that's how you should look at this. It does not impact the counters, but that's how you should look at this, because basically it is the attributes, which we don't really have the detail on that. And really, when you look at this, a T1 compared to a Tier 2, if you go to detail, T2 is not necessarily it's not necessarily twice as better as a T1. In fact, I still need to release that video showing how many T1 equals a Tier 2 and how many Tier 2 equals a Tier 3. I have yet to release that video, but this is really important. This is not a small update. It's not a small upgrades to troops. It's a big one. You cannot ignore it. You really have to start working on this if you want to keep playing, if you want to compete. But remember, this is basically the same thing as artifacts. The big players are going to get better stats. you're still gonna get some. Same thing with Astrolite. I know some players. Astrolite has been in the game for 3 years now, a little bit more than that. And some players still don't have Astrolites on free to play. You can still compete without unlocking this, but it's gonna make a difference in the future. You definitely need to try to get this. At the very least, along the way, you're gonna get some small rewards, not small rewards, but small improvements, like upgrading the castle is gonna give you army size. So when you attack, more troops, you're gonna get more storage and production resources. By upgrading your resource building. Your infirmary is going to give you obviously more capacity. Always nice to have more infirmary capacity. The barracks is going to be same thing, barracks capacity. The manor is going to give you, once again, troop training. It's going to give you a little bit more storage and a little bit more gold production. Another one that's really nice is the battle hall is going to give you an increase in coalition army for each upgrades. Embassy is going to give you more allied army, so reinforcement. Another one, workshop, the trading post, not supply capacity is not. It's really good for hyper. It's not really good, but it's okay, I guess. The gym's gonna give you a better familiar training experience. I don't need that, so I don't really care. The spire is gonna be interesting because it gives you not every upgrade, but every level is gonna give you one extra pack merge. Once again, not very groundbreaking. And the spring's gonna give you more anima, storage, and merging speeds for packs. Am I missing anything? Oh, the wall. The wall is also gonna give you wall HP and deployable traps. We don't care about traps, and we don't care about wall HP, but this is what it's gonna give you. I think I went through all the workshop. Probably forging speed, right? Forging speed, yep. There's going to be a lot of might. People are going to ask, but the treasure trove is not upgradable. The watchtower is not upgradable. I think those are the only two buildings not upgradable. I think that's about it. I think I went through all of this. So once again, guys, as a summary, go in your academy as soon as the update drops, and make sure you use up all the mana ore that you get, the items, to get this to get to level 1. Don't need to do anything else at the time, and start refining your mana crystal. You can do 5 a day. Make sure you do it before the daily reset on the day of the update. It's gonna give you one more a couple hours of progress on getting all your mana crystal, your 12,500 mana crystal, to get mana charge. Once again, that's basically it. If you're still gonna keep playing that game, I'm gonna keep on putting out video. I still like the game. I've been playing through several of these stats updates in the past. I'm not going anywhere for the time being, so give me a like, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.